This elderly mother and her daughter had come to the city after years, just to meet her son, Sohail. As soon as they reached, both were amazed, standing in front of a grand mansion and a luxury car parked at the gate. The mother's eyes glowed with pride. But just then, a servant ran towards them, shouting, "Hey, who are you two? Why are you standing near the car without permission? You can't just walk in like that." The mother replied politely, "Son, don't worry. We're not strangers. I'm Sohail's mother. This is my son's house." The servant laughed mockingly. "What nonsense, you? The mother of the owner of this house? You look like some villager from the countryside. Get out of here," the old lady said softly. "I'm not lying, son." Then she turned to her daughter and said, "Sakshi, take out that paper, the one with your brother's address." Sakshi took the folded paper out of her small bag and handed it to the servant. The servant looked at it suspiciously, frowned, and said, "Wait here, I'll go check." He went inside and told his madam, "Ma'am, there are two ladies outside. They say they're Mr. Sohail's mother and sister." The wife, Esha, frowned. "You didn't tell them anything, right?" "No, ma'am," the servant replied. "Good," she said coldly. "Now listen carefully. Go tell them they've come to the wrong house. Say this isn't Sohail's home. It's Saurav Bansal's house, and make sure they leave." The servant hesitated. "But ma'am," Esha interrupted sharply. "Do exactly as I said. Now go." The poor servant, helpless, went back outside, returned the paper, and said rudely, "This is the wrong address. There's no Sohail here. Please leave." The mother and daughter looked heartbroken. With tears in their eyes, they turned to leave. But just as she reaches the gate, her son shows up right in front of her. He touched his mother's feet and said with a big smile, "Mom, Sakshi, you're finally here. Why are you standing outside? Come in." The mother, still in shock, said, "No, son, this can't be your house." We went inside, but the servant said, "This place belongs to some Saurav Bansal." Sohail turned pale. Then, in anger, he shouted, "Ramu!" The servant came running. Sohail, furious, said, "Why did you lie to my mother?" The servant stood silent, trembling. Sohail raised his hand to slap him, but his mother quickly held his arm. "Leave it, son," she said softly. Sohail took a deep breath and said, "Fine, we'll talk later." He then gently took his mother and sister inside. Later that evening, Sohail came into the lawn where his wife Esha was sitting on the chair. He smiled slightly and asked, "Esha, my mom and sister were supposed to come from the village today. Did they reach?" Esha pretended to be surprised. "Oh, your mom was coming?" "I had no idea." Sohail's smile faded. "Are you sure you didn't know?" "Yes, I swear I didn't," she replied quickly. Sohail narrowed his eyes and called out, "Ramu, come here." The servant came running again. Sohail said firmly, "Tell me the truth or I'll fire you right now." Terrified, the servant blurted out everything. The lies, the instructions, everything his wife had told him to say. Sohail turned to Esha, his voice heavy with anger. "Why, Esha? Why would you do something like this?" Esha looked down, ashamed, and said, "I didn't want your village mother and sister living here. My friends come over all the time. What would they think of me if they saw them? It would be embarrassing." Sohail's eyes filled with rage. "Shame on you, Esha. You think a mother's simplicity is embarrassment? You have no idea what she's done for me. Every drop of sweat she shed built the man I am today. You live in this luxury because of her sacrifices. And listen carefully, my mother and sister will live here with me. If you can accept that, you can stay. If not, you can pack your bags and go back to your parents' house."